Well, thank you very much. I hope everyone can hear me. I'm delighted and honored to be amongst our distinguished speakers and participants. Honorable Minister Tipu Munshi, His Excellency Ambassador Musharraf Hussain. I thank the BGCCI and in particular Ambassador Akhtar and his entire team for arranging this. It has been I think a very interesting discussion and obviously pertinent to the times that unfortunately we live through. I'm coming to you from Boston, and for all of our panelists and speakers and attendees who are in Bangladesh, Assalamu alaikum and Shuha Shonda, and to our German speakers and attendees, Guten Tag, and it's morning for me here. It snowed last night, so I'm warm and comfortable here. But I have the distinct pleasure of speaking to you from the northeast of the U.S. And as we know, this pandemic has clearly affected the U.S. in terms of cases and mortality. In fact, beyond its share, and it talks about quite a bit about the supposed advantages that one would assume we have being in the U.S. in the healthcare system, but it has shown the frailties and the inefficiencies being exposed through this massive pandemic that we're seeing globally. And of course, our hearts go out to all those who have been affected and through this time, through this pandemic. I would like to first introduce myself a little bit. I'm Javed Ahmad. I'm the Managing Director of Aprosoft Consulting and Training Corp. It's a company that was founded quite a few years ago. We've been operational since 2006, headquartered in US in Boston, but our entire IT team of highly skilled software developers are located in Dhaka, Bangladesh. Our market has been primarily the US and Europe. We do software development, systems integration, and we focus on software development outsourcing. In the last couple of years, we have been focused on the Bangladesh market. We've started slowly working with some local providers and customers. We do a lot of work in areas of Microsoft, Salesforce, Oracle, Amazon, etc. And we have been recently awarded the partnership with Siemens, and hence my I guess participation here through that lens of being a representative company of Siemens digital systems transformation products. They provide solutions for industry that is in the area of digital transformation, Internet of Things, AI, machine learning, and really automating and making factory solutions and making them smart factory solutions. The areas where these are used are obviously in the electronics, mechanical, chemical, pharmaceutical industry, the light and heavy automobile industry, and of course, textile, RMG, and leather industries as well. So that's a basic background. I come with over 30 years of experience in the industry and in the IT industry. And I've seen several transformations. Initially, when I started up my career in the US, we started having the wave of moving away from mainframe to microcomputers. Then somewhere along the line, we got into the digital transformation related to the internet that had both a disruptive effect, but also an extremely highly enablement effect as well. And that created a lot of opportunities in the IT industry and basically transformed a lot of the industries, in fact, all of our lives that we know it as of now. And most recently, now with the digital transformation that's occurring now, we have the Industrial Revolution 4.0 that we many of us have touted and perhaps heard of. And the companies such as Siemens allows companies that are manufacturing and operating any type of manufacturing industry will be able to use these types of digital transformation. But why are we talking about that? So Bangladesh, I've been fortunate enough to be traveling to Bangladesh every year 4 to 5 times to visit my team and be with them. But obviously for the last 12 months, I only was able to make it during November of last year, finally, after a 12-month gap. And what I saw was an incredible story of resilience and hard work and innovation. Not only is Bangladesh thriving in its e-commerce and its local retail area, there's been a lot of innovation there using digital transformation, but we have also done a lot better compared to Europe and North America in terms of the impact of the pandemic. And while there has been significant effects, we've come out, as many of our distinguished speakers have said, we've come out of it much better than forecasted perhaps or anticipated. Now, one of the things that I would like to mention is that during this time, perhaps of lower volumes of production, where we're trying to regain our foothold in the marketing side and the sales side, comes an opportunity where we should be able to gain more customers over time, as we saw in one of the previous speakers mentioned that production out of China is coming to other countries, including Bangladesh. So hopefully we will be better suited once Europe and US comes back online. But in order to really capitalize on that, we would need to be ready for that and transform our industries from a digital perspective, implement some of these IoT solutions, implement AI and the machine learning capabilities. Why not to just be able to do that, but really gain some significant advantages, such as increased in production efficiencies, increasing our reliability and timeliness of our product and service delivery. This is extremely important, as anybody knows in business. And overall, the impact would be to hopefully lower the cost. Yes, initially there is an investment needed, and some of the products and in fact capabilities that we have through the financial systems in Bangladesh, where we could perhaps take these investment opportunities and move them into this digital transformation. And to me, that I think this is the time to do it, so that we can not only do it while the production levels are lower, so that we can focus on it and actually do better, so that we can actually be ready when the volumes come back and be able to provide the services the way that perhaps our German counterparts, EU and US counterparts, from a customer perspective, what they're expecting. I think, you know, I agree with Mr. Nassim Manzoor that pivoting to digitalization has not been fast enough. There has been huge success in e-commerce in certain cases, but not in all. And we as a nation that is exporting to the rest of the world needs to be in a position where we have the advantages of not only our labor arbitrage, but also take advantage of digitalization so that we can be at the forefront and leading the exports compared to our competitors. I'm going to keep it very short and end it here, and perhaps leave you with a small example of digitalization and where it has in fact helped us. Aprosoft has been very fortunate to be part of providing services, digital services, to a company called, or a nonprofit called Haifa. They are a US-based nonprofit, medical nonprofit, and they're operating out of the camps in Rohingya camps in Bangladesh, in Cox's Bazar. They asked us to help them with coming up with a low-cost, very easy to use electronic medical record system that they could use for their customers and their patients. We delivered that, and since October 2017, they've been using that in the Cox's Bazar camps. A small team of 10 doctors and healthcare workers have seen over 250,000 individual patients over the past 3 years. And this was because of the advantages that they gained, this small team gained by using this very powerful, extremely to the point and cloud-enabled solution that we were proud to be able to provide. So something like that, we may say, well, in Cox's Bazar, there's no reason to use electronic systems. Well, there is, because if used correctly, we can actually transform the level of care, the level of service that we provide. And this obviously goes to all of our manufacturing and outsourcing and exporting industries in Bangladesh as well. So as a result of all of the efforts, hopefully we'll be in better shape once the rest of the world is able to come back to us and take our services and production.